A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a stark assessment of global security, U.S. intelligence agencies have identified Russia and China as the foremost threats to American interests. The annual report, presented before the Senate Intelligence Committee by Director of National Int Tulsi Gabbard, outlines the evolving dynamics of international relations and military capabilities. Gabbard characterized Russia as a formidable competitor, emphasizing that despite changes in U.S. rhetoric, Moscow remains a significant challenge to U.S. power and influence on the global stage. The report highlights Russia's ongoing full-scale invasion of Ukraine, noting that it has gained the upper hand over the past 3 years. As the conflict drags on, both Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky face difficult choices. The report suggests that while both leaders acknowledge the risks of a prolonged war, they may still prefer to avoid a settlement that does not meet their strategic objectives. For Russia, battlefield successes provide a sense of strategic patience, while for Ukraine, conceding territory could lead to domestic unrest and future insecurity. Gabbard's testimony emphasized that Putin's grip on power is stronger than ever, with the likelihood of a viable alternative leader emerging being lower than at any point during his two-decade rule. This stability may embolden Russia's actions in the region, particularly as it continues to adapt and learn from the conflict in Ukraine. The report notes that the war has provided Moscow with valuable insights into American military capabilities, which could pose challenges for U.S. defense planning against other adversaries. Shifting focus to China, the intelligence report warns that Beijing poses the most significant and comprehensive military threat to U.S. national security. The assessment highlights China's aggressive posture towards Taiwan, with the Chinese government making steady progress in its military capabilities aimed at potentially seizing the self-ruled island. Gabbard underscored that China is the U.S.'s most capable strategic competitor, emphasizing the need for vigilance in addressing the multifaceted threats posed by Beijing. The report details China's coercive tactics against Taiwan and its wide-ranging cyber operations targeting U.S. interests. It suggests that Beijing will continue to expand its malign influence activities to undermine U.S. standing both domestically and globally. However, the report also notes that the Chinese leadership may seek to reduce tensions with the U.S. to protect its core interests while strengthening its position. The assessment further critiques the leadership style of President Xi Jinping, suggesting that his focus on security and stability may impede China's ability to navigate complex domestic challenges and enhance its global leverage. In response to the report, Chinese officials labeled the findings as biased, asserting that the U.S. exaggerates the threat posed by China. As the geopolitical landscape becomes increasingly complex, the intelligence report serves as a crucial reminder of the challenges that lie ahead for U.S. foreign policy. With adversaries like Russia and China adapting and evolving, it is imperative for American leaders to remain vigilant and proactive in addressing these threats. The implications of this report extend beyond military considerations, touching on economic, diplomatic, and technological dimensions of U.S. national security. In conclusion, the annual threat assessment paints a picture of a world where the U.S. must navigate an intricate web of global challenges posed by formidable competitors like Russia and China. As the international order continues to shift, the U.S. must adapt its strategies to safeguard its interests and maintain its global standing in an increasingly competitive environment. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.